station.
My life is so beautiful. You know, say yeah, it's all about bread, man.
And I say this is the original Chronic saying. You're tuned into the original bread man. Keep it locked. Rastafari said that. Ease out.
Yeah, you don't know this is a girl Bad Gal Cecile representing for bread man.
All who genuine bread man, reroute them. And all who a chat, we mute them. Them no smoke, them no sick, them no have pink eye, but them yeah in red. Yeah man, bread man. We're better than everything. All stead man.
How you doing, guys? I know I haven't posted in a while. I know probably that cost me, but got a little busy. You know, I have a friend that I'm helping out doing some stuff with her business. It's not really content worthy stuff that I'm doing. It's just so I've been really like focusing. This is a friend of mine that, you know, there's certain people in your life that when you're down, they'll look out for you, and when they're down, you look out for them, and when you're down, they'll always look out for you. So she's one of those people. So I remember when my mother died, she's one of the people that actually came and helped me organize the funeral arrangements. So it's a person that I'm never gonna leave out. So she needed my help, and I'm definitely helping her out right now. But today, I was saying I need to pick up the camera again. I bumped into a lot of people like even last weekend, and they're saying, man, well, we really like the vlogs. What happened? I haven't seen a vlog all month. So today is really just like lifestyle vlog. I'm up here in upstate New York right now. Beautiful piece of property. You see. And then I'm here visiting a friend of mine. A friend that I met back in my radio days. I actually met him as a prospective sponsor for the radio station, and after I left the radio station, we kept in contact from time to time. And he's a good dude. He's a real good guy. So I recently spoke to him like a few days ago. He invited me up to his house, so I came up here to spend a little time with him, and we just chop it up. It's good to, if you're trying to do something in life, it's good to keep like-minded people around you. This individual, I'm going to introduce you to him in a few minutes, but definitely me and him is on the same wavelength when it comes to even business ventures and just entrepreneurship. This guy is an entrepreneur at heart. Definitely, you'll find out when you meet him. So with no further ado, I'm just going to introduce you to him. So in a few minutes, I'm waiting for him to come outside. He's there getting ready. So in a few minutes, I'll introduce you to my boy. All right? See ya. So yeah, man, we're back. Well, really, I was there waiting for Eddie. He took a little while to come out because he has to bring his daughters to swimming practice. But I'm going to introduce you real quick before we just jump in the car. I'm going to hop along in the car with him and go for a ride, and then we talk it up. So, welcome, boss. How you doing, man?
Yeah, cool.
This is Eddie.
All right, cool.
It's my brethren. I'm telling you, this guy has a lot of knowledge that he can spread to the channel. We're gonna talk. We're gonna bring his daughter, like I said, to swimming practice, and you know, he got to do his dadly duties. But I have to commend you, bro. This is a nice house. You have the house, the lovely daughters, the wife, the kids, the house. That's the American dream.
No, a part of life.
That's what they call the American dream. A lot of immigrants, when they come to America, that's what they aspire to have.
That's what
this is what you have. Listen, show the gratitude, man.
Yeah, man. No, but I want to clear up something.
Yeah,
you understand? When you say American dream, everyone around the world, you understand, want to settle down and have a place to call home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no matter how it look. right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so not necessarily the American dream. When you're born, you have a dream.
You want that dream there?
Yeah, you want.
So world dream more like.
There you go. So everybody feel have it. Understand? It's just that the way it play out and the way it's set up, a lot of people don't get to aspire to that. But this ain't nothing, man. This ain't nothing.
No,
See?
Alright. See, I want to be like him when I grow up. Don't worry, I'm working on it. I'm gonna set up myself. But I'm just gonna get on the road, get these girls to their swimming class, and I'm gonna meet back up with you and talk some more. All right? I'm planning on trying to go down to B&H and try to buy a new camera, like a better vlogging system, like camera and a mic. But they have the mics that you can put on top of the camera that really catches a lot of your speaking. You don't have to speak too loud. Okay. The GoPro mic is pretty good, and with the program that I use to edit, I can kind of like play with the volume a little, play with the audio a little.
Yeah, so what got you into vlogging?
Really vlogging now? Well, you're one of them, and there are a lot of people that knew me from the radio. I've been meeting up with them. They ask me when I'm coming back on the radio, what am I going to do? I had, of course, I know you know, I had a YouTube channel when I was on the radio, but that YouTube channel was mainly like interviews that we did on the radio, and like concerts, some of the performances that we did in that we had in the concerts.
Right.
But I really had no plan on going back on the radio, so I didn't really see the sense in even like posting on that YouTube channel anymore, or even trying to redirect that YouTube channel to something else that would be more feasible to where I'm at in life.
Right.
Another thing that a lot of people that's come to me, I know you for a while, but I don't even remember how much you really know about me, like how much stuff you know about it.
Cool, man. I mean, basically, let me hear you. You remember me?
I do remember.
Alright, let me hear it. Let me see if you really remember.
I met you by the mailbox on my block.
Alright, good. Let me know.
You was doing ADT.
Alright.
And I was at the radio and I told you that maybe I can help you promote, and that's what I'm saying. That's how you became a prospective sponsor. But you was a cool youth, and that's why, you know, the energy definitely was flowing on the same frequency, so we was able to converse about like-minded things. But one of the things that a lot of people have been telling me over the years is like I have a lot of anecdotes in my life. Some of them even like unbelievable at times. And people always tell me, yo, you should really write a book about your life. And maybe sometimes you don't look at yourself the way other people look at you, but I've always said I don't think I've lived a life that's book worthy. You know what I'm saying? But it's more and more people keep telling me that I should document, especially, I haven't told you guys yet, but there's some like activist stuff in my background.
Okay.
Where like I've played a key role in certain policy changes in not only in New York, but it kind of like domino effect across America.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't know it's me. So the people who know it's me saying that's why I need to document this down. And the book is not out of the play, but I just figured that since my life has been going like that over these years, like I've encountered certain things, and I've been even like certain information that's come to me, I've been able to even like decipher certain things and see things coming.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start documenting on this new platform, like how I see everybody vlogging.
Yeah.
I'd rather leave this down. This is gonna be there for years after I'm gone. Your young daughters here, when they're grown women, this stuff will still be on YouTube. That's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of this stuff. So if I'm gonna lay something down, I want to lay something down worthwhile. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you say, but I kind of have a difference in opinion.
Okay, let's see.
Because we don't have no control over them. Once it's out there, we don't have no control. It's not our platform. So if it's our platform, we can keep it up, but the owners of the platform can take it down when they're ready. Sure, like.
Yeah, they do. The terms and agreements, they can take something down if they deem that it's against the YouTube policies. There's certain things that do break policies or whatever like that. But I'm not saying, I don't know what the future will hold, but I try to stay in those guidelines and still be educational.
Right.
I'm not about violence. I don't like to post anything violence or anything negative.
Right.
So usually that's one of the things why I like that whole thing I tell you about law of attraction. I usually try to preach that on that. That when you're sending out that positive frequency, it might sound away, but I don't even worry about those things no more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about whatever's gonna change. I know that what is supposed to happen will happen.
There we go. So we just
The information that's spit out, what ears it's supposed to reach, it will reach.
100%. So now I can buy that. I'm buying into that.
Yeah.
Understand? So you see, once you put it out there and the message gets spread, you know, then that will sit in somebody's mind. You'll influence their thoughts and their actions, and then the domino effect take place, right?
Which is the same way.
Yeah.
That because the event, and you know what? I'm not gonna keep you guys in suspense. I don't really want to talk about what that activist thing that I did right now. I'm gonna do it I'm gonna do a whole video on it real soon, probably even the next video, so you don't keep everybody in the dark.
100.
But even with that situation, when that was done, I didn't have a full ledged out plan of how to get the results that I was looking for.
Yeah.
I just knew the results I wanted.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I believe it's just like speaking the truth, speaking that truth into existence.
Okay. Now you talk
So once I put it out there, even at one point I thought that it was a failed mission, but it still came back successful. Even when I thought it was a failed mission, it was still in the works. It was still working in the background.
But your initial thought process and the whole thing, and your initial vision was that the goal that you have, that you set for this issue, whatever it was, the way you saw it coming to fruition before anything else. The Judge?
Are we running late?
No, we're not running late, baby. We're early.
The funny thing is, even
We're 10 minutes early.
the goal that I was setting for,
So we're not late.
an event happened in my life that became like the catalyst for me to make the change.
Okay.
But I wanted the change
This
years
is
before that
2
catalyst.
million.
Years before the catalyst, I seen the problem, and then that the problem needed a solution.
Right.
And I always wondered what is the solution? Because that's the way I used to think. Well, I still think like that as an adult, but as a child, I used to always I love problem solving. So when I seen that, I was really against it.
Yes, Judge. You ready? You want to go in?
Yes.
All right. The
so-
girls are ready to go to the gym, so we're gonna come back and talk.
No,
because
we have to continue this because you touched something, and yet the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now is because I can look, I see, based on studying and reading, first and foremost,
I'm ready to go.
I read my Bible. You understand? I don't let someone interpret what I read, right? So when I read and I spend quiet time with God, you know, him put certain things in your mind, and then it's up to you now to explore what's the way I call it now, the message where I get, and then you know them say, there's a saying I say,
Don't bring your iPad.
forgot what they say.
When I wear that,
Bottom line is you have certain things that happen in the past. Oh, history repeats
itself. That it does. It does.
Something is brewing right now, right? And we see the need to get ahead of it, and that is why, you know, we take this business building seriously now, because we can help a lot of people to ride the wave that is about to come.
And that's one of the things that I noticed that really brings a lot of your goals into fruition, is when you have that background. You see, a backstory to that is for you to help others.
Yeah, man.
It's not an egotistical goal where you're thinking about how can I make Eddie and Eddie alone better or whatever like that. Once you have that in your mind where to achieve this goal, I'm gonna be helping others on the way to achieving this goal, the universe will help you usher that in. God will help you usher that in.
You already see it. I already vision it. I see it already. And it's like you can see how it will unfold, and you can see the blessing where it will bring, right? So even before you get there, you can start, get a taste of what it's gonna be like. Even the way how me and you link up today.
Yeah.
That was totally unplanned.
Yeah.
Lie.
But that's the way I move.
It was, but
That's
listen,
the way I move. I move with intuition. Intuition is hitting me in my head. telling me,
Daddy.
we're gonna
do
go now.
something.
We're gonna go now. But you know, I wasn't even supposed to be at home today.
I
just
believe it.
circumstances.
I believe that.
Yeah.
But we'll come back, guys. That's
Yeah.
that's the conversation I'm telling you that I like for the channel, and I like to hit you guys with. We're gonna come back because the girls are getting restless. Don't worry, girls. We're gonna bring you in right now, okay? All right. We're gonna bring them into swimming, and then we're gonna hit you guys back.
Not gonna be.
So the vermins are them up.
The neighbor them come name them.
We have in them bush there.
Oh yeah, sir.
Oh yeah, what kind of neighbor?
All different kind of neighbor. Mainly the deer them.
Oh yeah, up there so you have deer.
Deer.
Yeah, me yeah, I know beer, me say.
Okay. You can't carry a show you the beer them.
I don't want to see that.
Okay.
So the deer them and name Kalalo.
Yeah man. Yeah, as them come up and bite them. Let's have some plant some tomato over here, sir.
Oh, so them not even getting a chance for nothing to grow.
Nothing, everything there.
Well, you have to have some kind of, is it against the ordinance to have a fence?
No, sir. I just, well, them did for over there, sir. So if I put on the cut grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the what. So did just all of this, cut grass, all this. Nice. My mother-in-law, you guys should share us. Put the grass and stuff. They don't come up in the water, them come up and bite them. Look, you see this?
Well, they're not even giving you a chance for you even
No.
get
Some
nothing.
just throw up me hand and leave them. Make grass and everything grow. Yeah,
So
but
that's
eventually
if
more
you
cut
really
up the
want to grow nothing, you're going to have to put a
Fence.
fence.
Yeah, definitely. You have to raise the bed and fence it.
And you said all this land is yours too, right?
Yeah, go all the way over to that evergreen.
Oh, okay. Nice size property, bro.
Yeah, if I raise some money, I want to put a tree house over there. So.
You know that tree there?
That tree there. Big.
That's too high for the girls. How do you, which kind
Yes,
of,
for the girls,
I feel?
for me, hey, they make some nice tree house, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, they make some nice tree house there. Shock of one, man. You know what it? There's a show up on, I forgot if I discover one of them channels there.
I see somebody living out on treehouse. Have living room, everything in there.
Yeah, man. Airbnb them out. Cause they make them nice. You know, bathroom and everything.
Okay. Well, you're gonna hire somebody, you're gonna contract somebody for build that, or you're gonna do it yourself?
It's a dream.
Oh, so you're gonna do it yourself. Type man.
No.
Home Depot go buy.
No, I'm not inclined for that. No. Everything, my brother. Some of us loaded. Make them eat this season. Next season, oh. Oh, but you see that one? No, that's not color.
No, that's what I think at first.
No,
Gonna say no, I'm not color of that.
It look like it. It's not color. But you see how them bright? You see the difference? Hold on, why them not bite them there?
And I know say I weed that.
Color them off.
Yeah. That's an interest high. We've been feeding on all this vegetation for years. You come plant some new something. It tastes good too.
Eh?
Tastes like it come from the tropics.
Can't even wait.
It tastes from the Caribbean.
Can't even wait.
You know, we start even seeing some deers down by us too.
Eh?
Down in the Bronx. The other day there are 2 deers right on Boston Road.
Eh?
Yeah.
Last
In front
them
of palm
last,
tree.
man. Last.
But hold in reach, that's a palm tree.
I know, yeah. Set up your SR.
Yeah, that's good. You have space to build a pool here for for your kids?
Yeah, well. And in my department. Yeah, but the wife
What's wrong? Build a pool right
cut
there,
down them tree, yeah.
and build a pool over there, sir.
Put it right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What?
And with how your terrain is too,
Yeah.
you don't even have to dig out the ground. You can make it like a deck, extend this deck where it goes up to the above ground pool. So when you come out of the back door, it feels like a in-ground pool because it's on the same level as the deck.
I want to tell you, we are doing research, right? And we figure that above ground pool would work. But now the above ground pool that they have, or that I've seen so far, it's only one depth. So if you come to my house and you can't swim, you have to just sit down on the deck. You can't go into the water, so that's why I say no, we can't. You have to get an in-ground. The in-ground you have different.
You
can go in
level of depth, yeah.
Comfortable. But with the above ground pool, you can swim.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's a thought, you know, until it become a reality.
But Eddie,
Yeah, talk to me now.
I've been telling everybody how you got that entrepreneur mind.
Yeah.
So tell the people, what are you doing right now, man? What are you doing?
I wanna, you know something? It's a good time now to introduce my partner. Alright, let me see if we can get him. He's at a bowling alley right now doing some rewiring. You know? Just somebody still asks me if I work with a prior company, so I'm gonna send my information to them right now.
So that's one of the first things. I told you I met him while he was working with ADT, so you don't work with ADT no more.
No.
You're working with a different company?
No, well, we are integrated device installers now. You know, me and my partner, we met at ADT, one of the ADT dealerships in Mount Vernon 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's 20 years in the making because we wanted to branch off and do our own thing back then. And we kind of started, but it fizzled out, you know, and we never really got off the ground.
Okay.
But now I see the need, definite need, you know? Yeah.
So what is it that's different now? Because this is 20 years in the making. You guys didn't pull the trigger, or you said that you guys almost pulled the trigger. But now it seems like you're definitely, the ball is rolling now.
Well, life is a teacher. You know, back in the day, you don't have much responsibility. You know, so you can work for someone. You know, and the more you experience life working for people, you realize that you're not really a partner in the company, right? You get just enough to keep coming back to work. Understand what I mean? Yeah, you get enough and you pay the bills, and when the money done, you go back to work.
They'll keep you on that,
Or
like that hamster wheel. Keep you on that hamster wheel, so you have to keep on running and keep it going.
Yeah. But the events of the past couple of years was an eye-opener when them shut down everything.
Oh, the pandemic.
Huh?
You're talking about the pandemic, right?
Yeah. Them shut down everything worldwide. Figure say, man, no, something wrong. You know, something is up. Why now? So I figure I have to get more independent. You understand? Independent in everything. Independent in business. Independent in where your food come from, as you see. Like trying something, but
you're trying to plant,
it don't really work. Not for this year. But them say you have to try. What them say?
You try and fail and you try again and try. Eventually.
Them have a way how them say it. You try again until you succeed at last. So, I remember all them say it, but yeah.
Well, I understand what I try to say. And we've said this on the channel before. Once you set a goal, just don't give up on it. Just continue moving towards that goal. You're going to have some failures, but use those failures as learning tools, stepping stones towards that goal. There's no man that's just going to make a plan and go straight to the goal just like that with no hiccups. The hiccups are there to teach you what to look out for.
Great lesson.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what the man's saying.
Yeah. It's a great teacher. So, based on, as I said, the events of the past 2 years, we figure say, you know, if you're someone independent, when they shut things down, right? you can move around. You're not really locked into one location.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So, cause all right, look at who the pandemic didn't affect. Let me ask you, who you think the pandemic didn't affect?
Well, what they call them? They call them the what kind of work? Essential workers. They worked throughout the whole pandemic. If you were deemed essential.
Yeah, but it still affects you in a sense. Because even though people around you were getting sick, you can't really attend to them. You have to get up and still go work. True or lie, and pay the bills.
True.
So even nurses, man, they were scared about bringing, the sickness home. And they still had to go out there and work. But I'm talking about the people that were truly independent. It didn't affect them. The big guys, the big names.
The big guys.
The big name companies. The big name companies. The Amazon. Those people.
They made money throughout the pandemic.
Probably.
They said Amazon and Tesla. You see now Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, their net worth
went up, right?
More than doubled throughout the pandemic.
See that?
Zuckerberg too. So, but they're in a whole market that we're nowhere near.
Yeah, not that we're striving to get to that level, but what's preventing us? Right? What's preventing us from getting there? It's a mindset.
Yeah.
Is what we were taught coming up. Go and go get an education.
So what do you think? Because some people watching the video now is gonna say, what about you need capital to start that off?
Of course. So you have to start somewhere. I'm not saying don't work for anybody. Come on, I'm working for somebody now.
Okay.
Because I'm not completely independent, but it's a vision. I'm working on it. You understand? So basically, work pays the bills, and then whatever else I'm doing, take care of other little things, investments and stuff like that.
I understand what you're saying with that. With well, like with my parents, especially my father, he always tell me that the market that's really like untouchable is the real estate market. That's what will come back to you even having your own house. That's something that's very solid. Now if you have multiple properties where you're renting out properties, that kind of gives you a little cushion too for when stuff hit the fan.
Definitely gives you a cushion, because you have this guy, I follow him, I can't remember, well, Grant have multiple properties. I kind of follow Grant. I'm going to introduce you to Bobby.
Bobby is your business partner.
He handles installation.
Okay.
He's the #1 tech. Back in the
so
day,
when you said installation, just give them a good. What basically your company? And what is the name of the company you're working for? Are you working for a company, or is it your company?
No, it's our company. It's Bobby and I. It's called Integrated Devices. Yeah, this guy is the #1 tech. You guys can't see him right now, but yeah, he's busy working.
How you doing, boss? How you doing?
Yo, Bobby. That's Leon.
So this is one of the techs.
No, he's not one of the techs.
He is the tech. Oh, okay. So this is the
boss.
one of the brains behind the business.
Yeah.
Well, you're one of the brains too. You're doing your job, and he's doing his job.
Yeah.
Well, we're just talking about your whole business venture and how you guys are getting this up and running and taking care of people. You can see Bob.
Oh yeah? All right. So we'll talk, Bobby.
I was having a little difficulty seeing Bobby on the phone on the video call. But on another time, another occasion, we'll speak to Bobby. But I like this business that he's setting up while he's away. We talk about it because from the gist of what he's telling me, not only is he trying to start something for himself, but he's creating opportunity for other individuals to come under his umbrella and also create their own business. And to me, that's a template that a lot of us need to start doing. We stop just trying to pick up yourself. If you could pick up yourself and some people around you that's hard workers, dedicated people that are like-minded and want to, really strive towards that goal, that just like you're striving towards the goal, that's the best way to get there. When you get there, would be such a solid foundation when you have these people around you. Sure, nothing goes smooth. Sometimes you might encounter some people that may not see your vision, But just like I said, these are the hiccups that are there to teach you to get through these things and what to look out for and what to avoid in the future for these endeavors. But I'm gonna talk more about him. I'm not sure, because really, even in my home right now, I might need some of his services. So you definitely might see Eddie and his friend Bobby, his business partner Bobby, back on the channel. I'm not sure if it's going to be the next video. Just keep yourself locked to the channel, and definitely you will see something coming from that section real soon. With the whole camera systems and video systems, civilian systems that they're dealing with right now, that might even come into play with this house that I intend on building in Jamaica, because I would like a good surveillance system that I can monitor the property from here. And from what he's telling me, with what they can supply with their business, they can supply cameras that can be remotely controlled. And you know, when he comes back out, I'm gonna finish up the video, because it's getting kind of dark and it's gonna be a drive for me getting back down to the city. But I really want Eddie to really explain to you guys like what type of equipment that they have. What kind of equipment can they supply their customers with? Eddie, I'm here talking to the viewers, and I was just like, I wanted you to like really give them a gist of like what kind of services you're supplying. So like, what kind of equipment like can I get from you if I'm interested in something as far as surveillance? What do you have to offer as far as surveillance?
Yeah, so surveillance, we do the cameras, all right? We do, you can monitor your home remotely. Man, the industry is full of so much tech, so much gadgets, right? We have cameras that you can view remotely, cameras that you can turn lights on and off on the camera itself remotely.
Okay.
You can turn a siren on. Let's say you're on vacation in Jamaica at the Blue Lagoon. You happen to pick up your phone. Well, you have cameras that will alert you if someone comes on your property, right? You set it that way.
Oh, so it has like motion sensors.
Motion sensor. It sees. It's not just like a deer or anything.
Yeah.
Physical person comes on the property. It can differentiate.
It can differentiate between like animal and okay, and it differentiate until that it's a human being walking onto the property.
That's a human. Exactly. It knows it's a human being.
Nice.
Right.
I didn't even know that they had cameras that do that.
100%. So now you pick up your phone, you can talk to that person. You can say, "What are you doing on my property? Get off my property."
Oh, similar to like the Ring service.
So similar to Ring, but I'm not sure if Ring is being monitored. So Ring is basically, I'm gonna tell you a story about Ring. So notice with Ring, and it's a big company, they've made a lot of money. They've provided convenience to the marketplace, right? And I think they were kind of the pioneers of this, not pioneers, but they made it, they turned it into a product that could be mass marketed, right? So if you notice, a lot of homes have the Ring.
Yeah.
Right? But the folks who sell Ring don't necessarily use Ring. Right? Because you can't go to Best Buy. When you go to Best Buy or one of those stores, it's a different product that they use in their store.
Okay.
You understand? A more professional grade product. So that's the difference between what we do, right? And the kind of products that we work with. Ring is more of a consumer-based product. It works differently, right? It's made differently, and I'm not interested in like talking negatively about or comparing, you know, because it is a product and it satisfies, you know what I mean, what it ought to satisfy. But if you are a different kind of consumer, right, like businesses and, you know, people who want their surveillance to be professionally installed, that's where we come in.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically the installations that you deal with are more like on a commercial level of even with the surveillance. It's
so the equipment are commercial grade equipment.
Okay.
But we use those same equipment in residential homes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As far as Ring is concerned, they're not really commercial grade.
Okay.
Right? You wouldn't use that in a commercial property.
Yeah, I figured that.
It's made different.
I was watching, to be honest.
But I was explaining something to you about how the camera work.
Yeah.
Right? You see someone on your property, it can differentiate, right? Whether someone belongs there or don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
It can recognize faces. So now it recognizes that's an intruder. You get the alert. You can...
Hold on, step back. You said it can recognize faces. What do you mean by it's like facial recognition? So
100%.
it differentiates if it's like an animal walking on the property or a human being, but it also differentiate if the human being is somebody that's welcome on the property or not.
100%.
Okay.
That's why.
You hear this? You hear this, guys?
That's why it's facial recognition.
So it only starts recording when it detects someone that's trespassing.
No, so it will record faces. Right, but it only set to send an alert when you don't belong there.
Oh, when it detects somebody
it's
that's
all in the
trespassing.
programming, and that's where Bobby comes in. Bobby installs and programs these things.
Oh.
Understand? Yeah. So
he's talking about a real sophisticated system, people. You understand? Ring doesn't do that with the facial recognition and everything like that. But tell the people, like, what are the benefits of even having a system that can recognize faces other than like differentiating? Can you hook it up to? The reason why I'm asking, some of the viewers, they know I was recently in Jamaica, and I told the viewers I'm interested in building something in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And really and truly, I want to build something that I could rent out like as an Airbnb. So now what just jumped through my mind when you said facial recognition cameras, because if I could rent out the property in Jamaica, and when the person gets down there, the camera can alert me. What do I have to take a physical picture from what? Can I upload the person's image?
That's one of the things you can do. You can upload an image to the system,
so that when they get to the property now, the system ought to recognize them. Can the camera system, be linked up to like access to the property?
Yes, 100%.
Like the doors will open when it recognizes the face, or that's what I'm talking about.
100%.
Oh, really?
100%.
I thought that was a little too futuristic to ask, but he's saying it couldn't be done.
Yeah. So that's what I'm telling you. What we do is kind of different. You understand? But I was telling you the story. You didn't even let me finish.
I'm sorry. The ideas are flowing through the head real quick now.
Yeah. So you're still at the Blue Lagoon, and you get the notification. You turn your thing on. You said, first of all, you say, yo, leave my property. You understand? And if that don't get their attention, you turn the lights on and the siren and say, hey, listen, by the way, the police station is around the corner. The cop will be there in less than a minute. Right? So you can send that evidence to you understand? You can physically get on the phone, call the police, and let them know there's an intruder in your property, and you have the evidence. So you have the video that's right.
You have the video that's right there that you can even just send directly to the police.
You can get the quickest response. There's an intruder on your property. It's not like a siren going off, right? And someone is saying from a central station, there's an alarm at such and such address. Right?
Yeah.
That you get a slower response from them, because they really don't know what's going on. But with the system I'm describing, right, you see it for yourself, and you can make that phone call. Let them know there's an intruder on the property. Plus, you have evidence.
And you're saying that you could even speak directly to them.
And you can speak directly to them. Yeah.
And this is all through the camera system, or the system. It's all just through the camera system?
That's just through the camera system.
Wow. Okay, so I know my listeners.
So talk to me.
I know my listeners.
Yeah.
You know what my listeners is wondering right now?
Cost?
Bingo. He knows what you guys want to know.
Yeah.
How? Well, I know systems are going to vary because properties vary, and because of the various size of properties, it also different system that needs different amount of equipment but
so that kind of system,
if I could say basic system,
no, so that wouldn't be one of the basic systems.
Okay.
A basic system would be something that just records motion. It wouldn't be able to differentiate between animal, cars, license plate faces, That would be a basic system, and you can still have a basic system where you can view remotely, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And it activates through motion.
Yes. It will come on any
It alerts you the minute motion is detected.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to do that.
Because it'll be bothering you every minute.
Yeah, because then when the leaf moves, you'll get an
alert.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, but so a system like the one I described earlier, that's at the top end, but it's not really expensive. Right?
Okay. Guys, he knows what you want to know. What do you mean not expensive?
Again, it depends on where you live, right? Let's say, and it depends on what you value. Because if you value your safety and your security and your family and all of that, then you can't consider your safety too expensive. You understand? So we can get your system, let's say a 4-camera system set up like that for $3 to $4 grand. And we can play with the numbers.
3 to 4 grand. That's which system? Let's be clear. Which one?
Yeah,
the one with the regular motion sensor, or
the one with the regular?
Oh, the one with the.
So you see what I'm talking about?
Okay,
That's
guys.
not very expensive.
3 grand. 4 cameras, detecting face and yeah. That definitely sounds like it's worth it, guys. And I'm sure if you shop around, you Google it, and think about
installed and program.
That's the full cost of.
Full cost.
Full cost of the system.
Cost. That's yeah.
Definitely, we're gonna talk. We definitely gonna talk about Jamaica too, but I might need some of your services even where I live right now.
100%. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
But this is just one of the videos. I know I haven't been really talking, or I haven't really been vlogging for the past couple of weeks, but I'm gonna keep it consistent, and I'm gonna keep on bringing you good information from good people like our friend Eddie right here. And definitely, I think we're gonna see Eddie on the channel again. So probably real soon. So what you got?
We do video surveillance. We do intercoms. I know you're interested in those. So we have voice intercoms. We have intercoms that can see video intercoms, right? You have a station at your front door. You have a station in each tenant's apartment. Somebody comes up, rings the bell. It shows who's at the door in the tenant's house. If the tenant is not there, it pops up on your cell phone. Okay, so all right, sorry, I'm gonna have to cut you again. The station outside, because you're saying like tenants. So let's take for example a 3-family house. The station outside would have the 3 buttons for each apartment. 3 separate buttons. But one screen out there. One screen outside and a screen in each apartment. In each apartment. So when you press the appropriate button, that signal only goes to that apartment. Yes. And that apartment is able to answer the door and see who's outside. Yes. But not only that, you can communicate from apartment to apartment. Oh, really? Yes. Interesting. Okay. All right, so you have different levels, man, and that's what we love about what we do. Yeah. Curiosity, is that system? I don't know why I'm even asking, but is that system? And it's a commercial grade system. Is it running with some kind of like? I'm taking for instance, if we have like a power cut, does that system go down with the power cut also? So most likely, yes. So most likely, but what you would do for yourself, and this is what I would encourage others to do, you want to back up your power. Right? If everything is gonna run on power, you want to back that up. You guys, I know you guys are a very young company, but I'm gonna throw it out there too. Do you guys ever think about venturing off into even like solar installations or anything like that? It would be good, but it would take manpower. People with the know-how. We're not really, and we're still young. That industry is still pretty young. Still pretty young. We don't have the know-how, but we know people. At the end of the day, my brother-in-law is in Jamaica. He knows how to install that kind of stuff. Yeah. But check into it. I just threw that out there because I believe that would be a good addition to the services that you're already supplying. Yeah, and it's like I said, we're at the infancy of that whole industry right now. Yeah, so we kind of want to stay focused right now till we like corner this market. Right, we're looking to train other techs. We're looking to train salespeople. And we're not looking to hire them per se as a salaried employee. We want to make them a part of the business.
Okay.
You understand? We want to train them from the ground up and then send them on their way. You understand?
Okay.
With like
Independent contractors, basically.
independent contractors, but not only that. Once you learn all you can learn from me, right? You can go and get your own, start your own company,
Set up your own shop.
set up your own shop. It's the tri-state is huge. A lot of houses, a lot of business, and you don't have to even stay in the tri-state. You can go to Philly, you can venture out. You know what I mean?
So
It would be nice, Breadman,
mm-hmm.
right? It would be so lovely to know when I'm competing against someone, right? It's somebody I trained. You understand?
Not everybody looks at it like that, Eddie. Some people look at it that I want all of it for me. Why would I train you to go be my competition? I'm not saying that's what you should do. I actually admire what you are doing.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people put down the ego and put down the selfishness and say, you know what, while I'm pulling myself up, it'll be a sturdier foundation if I help pull up some people around me.
The grass dry up now, but look on the grass. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone really in their right mind who would fight or compete over grass? It's the same thing in business. There is enough, but the way the system is set, it only set up as is right now for the few to rise and stay on top, while the mass stay below. You get what I'm saying? But if we teach people what we know, right, and then have them as partners, you allow them to get to your level and beyond, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong. You cannot exhaust the amount of oxygen that is in the air. You understand? There is enough to share, and so it is with business. It's just that the model that we were taught is different.
I did something similar when I had the bread business. Most of the people that I brought in were not hired. They were not considered my employees.
Right.
I trained them to do the job I needed them to do. And I paid them as subcontractors. They get a 1099. But while I do that too, I also introduce them to an accountant to help them and teach them what I know. Even certain things when I learn, I teach them right then and say, "This is we have to incorporate." First of all, I had my own incorporation. I had my own corporation. I usually tell them, start your own corporation. I can give you this 1099 in your name, but it'd be better if I'm giving that 1099 to an LLC that you control.
100%.
So a lot of people used to look at me and be like, why are you giving them so much information? They're not going to stay with you. As soon as they get smart enough, they're going to leave. I was like, I don't want everything.
Yeah, big deal. Because can you imagine a network of people in the same industry that you taught, you brought up? There is no backbiting, there is no fighting. What kind of competing?
I'll tell you this. A lot of people don't know this, but there was an instance. I'm going to tell you a quick story. There was an instance with my bread business where I was kind of set up by some of like the higher ups in the bakery because they wanted to find like a way to get me out of the warehouse. So they set me up on something where they baited me that I was going to be able to purchase a route for myself, and then they sold the route from under me and then left me with the expenses of building up the route.
Wow.
And then called on the loan, said the money that you owe, we need that by tomorrow.
Wow.
Or you're not allowed in the building. And when that happened, that could have been the end of my business right there.
Right.
Because I still have people that's working for me. I have to pay them at the end of the week, and now I have to come up with this money for those. And you know those people that I subcontracted? It was about 3 guys at that time. You know what they said to me when I explained to them what happened? You know what they said to me? We're going to continue working this week, but you don't have to pay us. All 3 of them.
See that?
I'm very grateful for those guys because it takes, I couldn't even believe when they were saying it. Like they conferred between the 3 of them, and they decided to actually give up their pay for 1 week to make sure that the whole ship don't sink.
Right.
And they could see that vision because that's what I've been spitting out, because I've been showing that this is a whole ship. It's not that I'm the captain and you have to listen to what I say on my ship.
No, we're partners.
This is a ship, and we all have to keep this ship afloat. I'm telling you, when you treat your people good, you get it back. You don't even necessarily have to get it back from the individual that you're treating good.
Bread man, make myself your life is not a dead man.